Hi guys, welcome to Reverent Readings. Hold on just 1 second, I'm very sorry about this. Okay, let's see if that helps. There we go. Okay, just a little output trouble there, but everything seems to be working all right now. Thank you all for coming to this episode of Reverent Readings. It is so good to have you here. Just to tell you how dedicated I am to this, we just got back to my house about half an hour ago from playing at a concert. I play the violin, and we just played at a really big concert, and we just got back, but I love you all so much, and I appreciate those of you that come to watch me every night, and you are the ones that I am doing it for. So I'm kind of tired, but we are going to do this, and we are going to have a good time. So to start things out, I just want to say that this series is sponsored by Amazon Prime, and there is a very special link in the description. If you click on that, it will take you to Amazon, and you can sign up for a free 30-day trial of Amazon Prime, which is awesome. I know you guys would love it. You get free 2-day shipping on all Prime items, and you get unlimited access to the Prime movies, music, and books. So be sure to check it out. It is awesome, and it's free. What have you got to lose? You sign up. If you don't like it, that's fine. If you love it, then great. So please check it out, and by signing up through that link, you are supporting this series. So please go sign up for your free 30-day trial today. Also, after this reading is done, please stay watching to chat with me on your thoughts, any thoughts that you have on tonight's reading, anything you'd like to share, anything you'd like to add. You can chat with me anytime during the episode, or you can chat with me at the end, and we can have a nice discussion, or you can ask me any questions and I will try to answer them. So that you can use the chat box on the right hand side of your screen to talk with me anytime during this video. Also, if you are not watching live, I encourage you to use the comments section to chat with me, and we can have a discussion down there. So either way, whether you're watching live or watching the archive, I encourage you to just share any thoughts that you have with me. I would love to hear from you guys. Also, please check out the link in the description to my blog, which is thewellroundedgirl.weebly.com. I started the blog before I started the YouTube channel, so I have some other posts on there. I don't get a chance to post very often, but I try, especially since I've started the YouTube channel. This has kind of taken top priority over the blog, but if you want to stay up to date with what I am doing, and just updates about the YouTube channel, and a reminder for the Reverent Readings each night, you can find me on Facebook. My Facebook page is The Well-Rounded Girl, so be sure to go to Facebook and like my page. Also, please subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any videos. I post other videos, not very often. I'm trying to post videos more often on Facebook, on YouTube, sorry, besides this series. But subscribe to my channel so that when I do post, you don't miss them. So I would really appreciate you guys subscribing, and thank you all for coming tonight. It is so good to have you, and we are going to go ahead and get started. Tonight's devotional is titled Stuck Together, and for those of you who might be new to the series, the book I am reading from, it's a devotional book called Horsetails from Heaven, and it says Reflections Along the Trail with God. It's by Rebecca Ondav, and I haven't done this in a while. I think I did it in my very first episode, but I'm gonna read you guys the back of it so you just get an idea of what's going on with Rebecca. It says, drawing on 15 years of living in the saddle while guiding pack trips and working as a wilderness ranger, gifted rider and avid horsewoman Rebecca Ondav invites you to experience life in a wilderness camp, discovering wisdom to live by through true stories about a frisky cause and an early morning chase, a night-blind horse and mule's unusual relationship, a sleepless night in grizzly country, a startling cure for snoring at base camp, a wilderness drive-through cafe. Horsetails from Heaven captures authentic Western life and what it means to depend on God for love, provision, and grace as you ride the trail with Him every day. It says Rebecca Ondav has worked at a ranch, on pack trips, and as a forest ranger. She's the author of Once in a Blue Moon Boot Bus picture book and has won numerous writing workshops. She founded Blazing Ink and currently works in the lumber industry. She lives in western Montana with her family, horses, mules, barn cat, and golden retriever. So there's just a little info for you about Rebecca so you understand a little bit about what's going on in the devotional. For those of you who haven't been here watching for very long, these devotionals right now, Rebecca has been doing guided pack trips on horseback and in the Bob Marshall Wilderness Complex. So just a little info so you guys can understand better what's happening in the devotional. So tonight's devotional is called Stuck Together, and the Bible verse for it says, "Watch your tongue and keep your mouth shut, and you will stay out of trouble." Proverbs 21:23. 2 horses and 9 sweaty mules loaded with packs stood tied to the hitching rail. The hot sun beat down on them. As usual, the horseflies were droning and circling, annoying them. Bob and I had helped the guests saddle up at the trailhead. They would take a meandering route to enjoy the horses and scenery, while we loaded the mules and rode straight to camp. Bob and I arrived at the 6 white canvas tents, a tack shed, and a rickety wooden outhouse that made up the little village we called Montier Creek Camp. We were going to spend 5 days here fishing and horseback riding. I untied a big sorrel mule named Roman because of his prominent nose. I led him over to the cook tent where Bob was untying the sling rope from a load on a black mule. I asked, "Are you ready for another round of guests?" Bob grunted as he lifted the 100-pound pack off the mule and set it on the ground. "I'm ready for hunting season." But they looked like nice folks. I twisted Roman's lead rope, and under my breath I said, "Yeah, all except for that doctor." Can you believe he said he was an experienced ride? When I helped fit his saddle, he had no idea how to mount. And then he argued with me about the length of the stirrups. He wanted to ride like a jockey. His knees would have been thrashed by the time he rode the 4 hours here. He's going to be a pain. Bob rested his hand on the black mule's rump as he walked to the other side. Untying the sling rope, he said, "And I was looking forward to a great last trip for this summer. I'll stay away from him." Reaching into my pocket, I pulled out a Jolly Rancher hard candy. "Do you want one?" I offered. As Bob shook his head, Roman whiffed the apple-flavored candy. He stretched his lips for it. I tapped his nose. "You, Mr. Roman, are a mule, and mules don't get candy. It's bad for your teeth." Roman wiggled his lips and bobbed his head. I giggled. "How do you know you'd like it?" I had asked. Nuzzling my hand, he looked at me and batted his long red eyelashes. Slipping off the crinkly plastic wrapper, I said, "Okay, but you'd better not waste a perfectly good Jolly Rancher." Roman gently picked the candy out of my palm of my hand with his lips. He rolled it around in his mouth. It clacked against his teeth. His eyes widened. I'm sure he'd never tasted anything with such a big burst of flavor. He smacked his lips and drooled. Bob and I both smiled. Roman rolled the Jolly Rancher between his teeth and then bit down. I looked at him with dismay. When I did that, the candy would hold my teeth together. Sure enough, Roman's teeth did the same thing. Drool dripped out his lips as he wrinkled his nose and turned his head sideways, trying to unclench his teeth. The Jolly Rancher held fast. He tried grinding his teeth from side to side, but that didn't work. Then he rubbed his mouth on his leg. It didn't matter what he did, he couldn't get his teeth unstuck. Hooves clattered on the trail and voices drifted through the pines. The guests rode into view. Bob screwed down his cowboy hat and asked, "Which one's the doctor?" Roman twisted his jaw, his mouth still clamped shut. Insight flooded my mind. I suddenly realized that's what I should have done. Shaking my head, I said, "Bob, I should have kept my mouth shut. I was so frustrated with that guy, but I never should have vented and said anything bad about him." Hoofbeats drummed behind me. I turned and looked into the smiling face of the doctor. He wiggled his legs in the stirrups and said, "Rebecca, I want to thank you for telling me about riding with longer stirrups. About halfway down the trail, we stopped and made them even longer." I grinned, glanced at Bob, and then looked back at the rider. "You're welcome. It's going to be a fun trip." Lord, help me hold my tongue. If I feel a need to vent, remind me to keep it between you and me. Amen. Well, tonight's was kind of a short one, but with a very good message. If you guys have any thoughts that you would like to add, anything you'd like to share about tonight's reading, or any questions you have, or anything you'd like to say besides about tonight's reading, please just go ahead and use that chat section on the right hand side of your screen to let me know what you think, any thoughts you got, anything you'd like to share. This is the opportunity to share with me. I would love to know what you guys think. If you are not watching this live, you can use the comment section down below to talk with me there, and we can have a nice discussion in the comment section as well. So while you guys, if you have anything to say, I'm going to give you guys some time. I just want to remind you that this series is sponsored by Amazon Prime. There is a very special link in the description that will give you a free 30-day trial of Amazon Prime, and by signing up for Amazon Prime through that link, you're supporting this series and this channel. So please sign up for your free 30-day trial of Amazon Prime. It's free. What have you got to lose? If you love it, great. If you don't care for it, that's fine too. But Amazon Prime is great. You get free 2-day shipping on all Prime items. You get unlimited access to the Prime movies, books, and music, and so many other benefits. Please check it out. I think you guys would like it. So, also be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any videos. And please give this video a thumbs up if you liked tonight's devotional. And also, please check me out on Facebook. My Facebook page is The Well-Rounded Girl, and be sure and like that page so you get updates about what's going on, a reminder about videos being posted, a reminder about this stream. I do this live stream every weeknight at 9:30 p.m. so be sure and join me here. You can use the same link every night that will take you to the live page. Thank you very much, Nicole, for watching. It was so good to have you here, and to all the others who watched tonight, come on guys, use that chat section. I want to hear from you guys. Share your thoughts about tonight's devotional. So if that's it, guys, I guess I'm going to go ahead and say good night, and thank you all for watching so much. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night and day tomorrow, and hopefully I will see all of you back here tomorrow night at 9:30. Until then, guys, good night.